A recent decision made by the New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani is a decision that I believe will end up not looking very great for his administration. So a few months ago, Zohran Mamdani he decided that he would be keeping Jessica Tisch as the NYPD Commissioner. And Jessica Tisch is a very hardcore Zionist and is committed to destroying the pro-Palestinian movement in New York City. So Zohran Mamdani decided to keep her as the NYPD commissioner, but also he is now changing his position on the Palestine issue a little bit, not completely, but enough where it sort of looks like he's now trying to condemn the pro-Palestine movement now as anti-Semitic, and not to the same degree that Zionists are, where they basically say anything is anti-Semitism. But Zohran Mamdani is now uh, sort of turning on some of the pro-Palestine left protesters and saying that putting graffiti uh, on a Jewish homes and synagogues that now all of a sudden people are allowed to protest a synagogue, but people can like protest churches, people can protest everything else, but they just can't protest a synagogue or a Jewish home. And Zohran Mamdani uh, basically is having the city's police hate crimes task force investigating this. So imagine if he did this for a lot of the people that are dealing with all of the police brutality in the city. Imagine if he did that for them. But as long as he has Jessica Tisch running the NYPD, he's not going to be able to get anything done, and the left is going to end up getting completely crushed under his administration when we have a DSA member as mayor, and yet we still see him moving to the right. And this was his statement back in November of last year, saying people in and out of city government all agree Jessica Tisch is the right person to lead the world's best police department. She has the experience, she knows how to deliver, and she's ready to double down on our commitment to public safety. So it sounds very pro police after years of basically being on the side of liberation. Here he said queer liberation means defund the police, and he was actually right about this, by the way. And here's another post where from 2 years ago saying today is International Workers' Day. We celebrate May Day, who in memory of thousands who went on strike in Chicago for an 8-hour workday. A radical proposal then in the police violence they faced. We continue that fight today for a better world and a free Palestine. All for him to become mayor and keep the Zionist as the NYPD commissioner, which is gonna end up being a complete liability for him and his administration. But also he's playing right into the Zionist propaganda for why they want to crush the pro-Palestine left. And this is the problem that we are having on the left, where we have progressives that are trying to play into the propaganda and try to move to the right on Palestine now and try to, because people aren't talking about it as much. And I mean, people have short memories as it is when it comes to all the stuff that happens every single day. So they're just hoping that we don't talk about this. But the people that voted for Zohran Mamdani voted for him because, like, the reason why black people turned out to vote for him was because he ran as sort of the abolitionist aligned candidate. He ran on a radical platform, and that's what people voted for. And people did do not want this type of pivot where it feels like we're voting we elected someone completely different as mayor, because that's what it really looks like. And not just that, but I mean, I couldn't vote for Zohran Mamdani because I don't live in New York City. But the reason why he won was because he won the black vote, and he turned out younger voters, and of course, the DSA helped him get elected. A lot of socialists voted for him who don't usually have a good opinion on electoral politics. They think it's uh, sort of a waste of time, but they voted for him and they canvassed for him. They did all the things to get him elected. So the real question is he going to meet their demands, or is he going to try to pivot towards the establishment to try to run for a higher office, or to try to prevent the Democratic establishment from trying to primary him in the future?